Hello, I'm Rakan. Welcome to another episode of Inflation Watch, where Bank of Jamaica highlights the main factors influencing price movements in Jamaica. At November 2024, headline or annual inflation, which is the general rate of increase in the prices of goods and services, as measured over a 12-month period by the Statistical Institute of Jamaica, was 4.3%. This is awesome news, as it reflected the 8th month during 2024 in which inflation remained within the bank's target range of 4 to 6%. Also, November saw the lowest annual level of price increases since June 2021. Inflation in November 2024 was primarily driven by increased prices for certain food items, including fruits such as ripe bananas, oranges, watermelons, and dried coconuts, as well as higher prices for some starchy foods like Irish potatoes, yams, and green bananas. These higher prices continued to reflect the impact of recent bad weather on agricultural supplies. November's inflation was also influenced by higher rental costs for housing and higher prices for paint and certain fast food meals. Inflation at November was even lower than the 4.9% recorded at October 2024. The generally lower inflation for most of 2024 was supported by BOJ's monetary policy, a moderation in wage pressures, and stable inflation expectations. The non-recurrence of increases in some administered prices, particularly transport, also supported the lower price level rise. On the 20th of December 2024, BOJ announced the Monetary Policy Committee's decision to 1. Reduce the policy rate by a further 25 basis points to 6% per annum, effective Monday, the 23rd of December 2024, and 2. Preserve stability in the foreign exchange market. This decision to continue easing monetary policy is based on continued low inflation, which has become anchored in the target range of between 4 and 6%. Now that you're aware of the factors that influenced inflation at November 2024, my co-host BJ will tell you how information is shared with the public after BOJ's Monetary Policy Committee makes its monetary policy decision.
Hi, BJ here. Let's look at how information is shared with the public after BOJ's Monetary Policy Committee makes a decision on monetary policy or money supply in the economy. Well, monetary policy decisions work best when the public understands certain things. Like 1, what purpose the decision trying to achieve? And 2, the economic factors in Jamaica and overseas that are considered. The communication process ensures the transparency. It must be clear to everybody. A news release and a summary of decisions with details of the discussions are issued to the media and published on the BOJ's website right after each of the MPC's 8 meetings a year. Detailed minutes of the meetings are posted on the website a few weeks after. The information tells you about the inflation situation, projections for inflation in the future, risk to inflation, the policy tools utilized, and why they were deployed. There's also information on recent economic developments in Jamaica and abroad. You will notice a difference in the summary of decisions 4 times a year. That's when the bank's macroeconomic forecast is updated and a full quarterly monetary policy report is published. A quarterly press conference is also held for journalists to ask questions and share information with the public. As part of the transparency framework for the monetary policy, the BOJ governor is required to appear at the Standing Finance Committee of Parliament twice a year to answer questions. On top of that, did you know that when inflation is above or below the target range, BOJ must write to the Minister of Finance to explain why the target was missed? This inflation targeting thing is serious business. More on inflation next time.
Thanks, BJ, for such useful information. And that's a wrap for Inflation Watch, looking at the numbers at November 2024. Join us again next time when Bank of Jamaica will bring you another episode of Inflation Watch, where we track inflation and explore the factors influencing price changes in Jamaica. I'm Rakan. Take care.
Join us next month on Inflation Watch to see what the inflation number will be.